As a local host and organizers of this year's annual conference of the Biodiversity Information Standards, I'm very happy that the conference was held in Bulgaria. In this way, Bulgaria appeared on a very important map of conferences of this exciting, highly motivated community of scientists and other interested people who deal with the important topic of biodiversity data standards.
Here at Biodiversity Information Standards TDWG 2022 conference, there have been many exciting topics raised around the subject of biodiversity informatics and standards for sharing data. And I think for the future, one of the most important topics to keep in mind is inclusive innovation. What are ways we can keep in mind, whether we're building these new infrastructures to help researchers use data, discover data, to help collections mobilize data, what are the ways in which we can empower more people to engage in our community, local to global, from citizen scientists to students to senior citizens, to all of us can be empowered to mobilize this data and make it more useful for all of us, from policy decisions to local decision making to university classrooms and beyond. This year's conference has been a very exciting adventure. Certainly in the context of a hybrid conference, we're all learning a lot. And one of the things that, in my impression, it's like having non-identical twins. You need two of everything, but not quite the same things. So you have to think about a lot of new aspects for things like making sure that both audiences are engaged, that they have opportunities to participate both with each other online, but also across the online and in-person audience, and facilitate new ways for them to collaborate both during the conference and after the conference. I love the venue. I think that we picked a beautiful place, and it's very conducive to have all of us together in one spot, and it's a privilege to be able to be together after, for example, COVID. So we're all treasuring the moments we are having together, and I would think that's what I'm enjoying the most.
The mass digitization of the natural history collections in Bulgaria started in 2009 with the SEBDOR project. At that time we were focusing mostly on the type specimens in the collections, while 2 years ago we started DISCO project, a much broader project aiming at the digitization of 1 million collection specimens. It's a very ambitious project, and it pretty much involves all the taxonomic experts in the country. I think that having a TDWG conference held in Bulgaria is a really great achievement, and it's really beneficial to all biodiversity community in the country.
I've been involved with TDWG for over 20 years, and I never ever get tired of getting together with my colleagues who work on similar issues related to taxonomic data, biodiversity data, bringing all the information about the world's living things together. It's very important to organize information about biodiversity across the whole world, because biodiversity is Earth's most precious resource, and we're losing it quickly. And the only way we have any hope of trying to protect it is to understand it. And the best way to understand it is to capture all of the information we can and organize that information. So TDWG is about creating these international standards that allow us to connect information together and mobilize and empower this information so that we can actually do something about protecting biodiversity.
TDWG is a fantastic way to meet new people, to present your research, and you discover that you're not alone. People are having the same problems as you, and then you find solutions to your problems. So I recommend everyone to come to TDWG.
this was my first in-person TDWG, and it was an amazing experience. I've organized a session here, and I got the chance to meet everybody and chat with people that I've only met over Zoom. So this experience was incredible. Met a lot of new people, got a lot of contacts, and over Slack, thousands of channels to interact more with people after the meeting. So amazing experience.
I'm enjoying a lot this TDWG 2022 conference. This has been an opportunity to understand the developments that are being made in terms of biodiversity standards and all the efforts that are globally being made for linking all data types within biodiversity. And I really think it is very important to engage the biodiversity community in taking part of this conference and of these developments so that we can all work together towards biodiversity. About this TDWG 2022 conference, I think this is a great place where people get together and discuss biodiversity standards, and there is a lot of opportunity to chat with people about standards and to know what people are doing and advancing in this field.
So this is my 5th or 6th TDWG conference that I'm attending, but this time of the year it's really special because this is the first time the conference is in a hybrid mode, and I'm really glad to see so many of my colleagues, old and new, in person here and also virtually. That's really fantastic. So what I'm taking from this conference is, at the personal level, a satisfaction that in this time I'm able to see my colleagues in person and also meet them virtually, but also a lot of ideas that were generated during this conference, which is now going to keep me busy till the next conference, and I hope I will be able to meet them next time with some collaborations.
No, I've had a great time. It's been lovely meeting so many people that I've only met off Zooms before, and a really nice community feel. I've definitely come away with a lot of things to look up when I get home, so that'll be fun.
We did a really good job. I attended it virtually, and then I never felt that I was not part of the community. Always there was a question from audience in person, and then question from the virtual audience was handled in all the sessions, and that made it a really fruitful experience, and I'm looking forward to future editions of TDWG in a similar hybrid manner.
I've been invited to talk about the sociological history of TDWG. This topic is very interesting because we wanted to show how our community is structured in terms of gender balance and in terms of country participation. For example, for these hybrid meetings, we have 160 participants on site, and we have 235 people in virtual attendance, covering 41 countries, which is quite a lot compared to what it used to be for our conferences. It's been really a pleasure to come to Sofia, and I must say that we have been greatly welcomed with the local organizers, and it has been a pleasure to meet again with old friends. Especially after these 2 years of pandemic, it's really difficult to keep on track with everything, and that's very much easier when you can see everyone. And also I met a lot of new friends, which is very, very nice. We try as much as we can to select different continents to organize our conferences. And in particular, we are looking for collaboration with countries from the Global South to increase the participation of different countries and more participants. So we used to travel in Europe and in North America quite a lot. We have held a conference in Asia. We've been to Oceania as well. Next conference will be in Tasmania, and the next one in 2024 will be in Japan.